Good morning, children. Sairam. Today we'll have a poem. Poem number 12, The Eagle and the Beetle by Vikram Seth. So, children, be ready with your pen and notebook. Jot down the important points, whatever I'm telling you while teaching the poem. So, before I start, let us know about the poet. Vikram Seth, born in 1952, is an Indian poet, novelist, and travel writer known for his verse novel The Golden Gate and his epic novel A Suitable Boy. Seth has also published 5 volumes of poetry. Children, do you know what is a fable? A fable is a short story written in either prose or poetry that expresses a moral using animals, forces of nature, or plants and other inanimate objects. Do you remember any fable? Now, children, look at this picture. Can you give a caption to this picture? Yes? What do you find here? Who is this? It is a grasshopper. And who are these? These are ants. So, you have got it. It is about the ant and the grasshopper. Do you remember the story? Yes? How the ants used to work hard day and night, collect their food, and the grasshopper used to just sing and dance. And when winter came, he was not having any food, so he went to the ants. And then, what do you find? The ants were having plenty of food. Okay? And the grasshopper had to beg for his food, right? So, what is the moral? If you want to succeed tomorrow, you have to start working today. So, those who do not plan for the long term will not succeed in the long term. So, children, this goes for you also. Every day you should study. You should not wait for the last day, right? Those who study every day, they will always get good marks. Right, children? Have you ever gone out of the way to help your friend? Why did you do so? What qualities do you think are important in a friend? A friend should be helpful. When your friend needs you, you should try to help your friend, isn't it? Then only you will be truly called as a friend. So, the only way to have a friend is to be one. You should be a good friend. Then only you can get a friend who is good to you, right? Now, this poem, The Eagle and the Beetle, is based on Aesop fables, right? Let us see the central idea of the poem. The central idea of the poem, according to the poet Vikram Seth, is that even the weakest can find the way to avenge. So here you find the picture of eagle, yes, and the beetle. Now let's start with the poem, The Eagle and the Beetle. A beetle loved a certain hare and wandered with him everywhere. They went to fairs and feasts together, took walks in any kind of weather, talked of the future and the past, on sunny days or overcast, but since their friendship was so pleasant, lived for the most part in the present. So, what do you find in the story? Who were the friends? The beetle and the hare. And how they used to spend time? They used to wander, they used to move around everywhere together. They used to go to fairs, feast, and any kind of weather they were together. They used to talk about future, what will happen, also about the past of sunny days or overcast. That means about good days or difficult days they used to talk. But their friendship was very good, very strong friends they were. Why? Because they lived for most part in the present. That means they used to enjoy the present moment instead of worrying about the past. That is the best way for friends to enjoy. Now children, let us have the literary devices. Rhyme scheme. What is the rhyme scheme here? A, B, B, C, C. What do you understand? All through the poem, the poet has used rhyming couplets. That means 2 lines rhyme. Okay? So let's have the rhyming words. Here, everywhere. Together, weather. Past, overcast. Pleasant, present. Now let's have the figures of speech. They went to fairs and feast together. What is it? It is alliteration. Yes. Sound of F is repeated. Talked of the future and the past on sunny days or overcast. What is it? Antithesis. Here, future and past, opposite ideas, and sunny days and overcast are also opposite ideas. One day, alas, an eagle flew above them, and before they knew what cloud had shadowed them, the hare hung from her talons in mid-air. Please spare my friend, the beetle cried. But the great eagle sneered with pride. You puny, servile, cloddish bug, go off and hide your ugly mug. What's the meaning of servile? Eager to serve. Cloddish, stupid. Mug means face. What happened one day? An eagle flew above them, and what cloud had shadowed them? It was the eagle. Okay? Before they knew, the eagle quickly came and took away the hare as its prey. Okay? Talons means claws. Took away the hare in its claws. And the beetle started pleading. Okay? To spare its friend. But the great eagle, what did it do? It sneered with pride. Okay? It scorned with pride. And what did he say? Puny, servile, cloddish bug. He called names to the beetle. You are very little and you always want to serve, and you are a stupid face. Okay? You have a stupid face. You don't ever dare to talk to me. Right? Now let's see the literary devices used in this stanza. Again, the rhyme scheme is A, B, B, C, C, D, D, likewise. Then, rhyming words: flew, knew, hare, mid-air, cried, pride, bug, mug. Now let's have the figures of speech. But the great eagle sneered with pride. What is it? Here, personification, human quality of sneering is given to eagle. How do you dare assume the right to meddle with my appetite? This here's my snack. Have you not heard I am the great god Zeus' bird? Nothing can harm me, least of all a slow, pathetic, droning ball. Zeus is Greek god of sky and weather. Droning means making continuous low sound. Here you have the picture of the Greek god, god of the gods, Zeus, and riding on the chariot of eagle. So that is why the eagle is very proud. How do you dare assume the right to meddle with my appetite? Who says this? The eagle. Why he says? Because the beetle was pleading, and telling to save the hare. Isn't it? Pleading for giving mercy. But then he was very proud. The eagle was very proud that it was the great god Zeus' bird. Okay, and he says that nobody can harm him, isn't it? And he also says that the beetle is just a slow, pathetic, droning ball. That means he mocks at the beetle, that you are just a lowly creature. You don't have so much importance like me. I am the god's bird, right? Here, keep your friend's head. And she tore the hare's head off and swiftly bore his bleeding torso to her nest, ripped off his tail and ate the rest. So what is the torso? The main part of the body, not including the head, arms or legs. Okay, so here you can see the eagle going away with the body of the hare, and the beetle is down, right? What did the eagle do? It tore apart the head of the hares and threw it towards the beetle and took away the bleeding body part towards the nest, and there it tore again the tail part and then ate the rest. Let us have the literary device of this stanza. Rhyme scheme is same, children. A, B, B, C, C, rhyming couplets. Rhyming words: right, appetite, heard, bird, all, ball, tore, bore, nest, rest. Let's have the figures of speech. The hare's head off. What is this? This is alliteration. The sound of the letter H is repeated. How do you dare assume the right to meddle with my appetite? Have you not heard? I am the great god Zeus' bird. What is this? This is interrogation. A rhetoric question asked for emphasis, not for the sake of answer, right? Then, nothing can harm me, least of all. So here, nothing and least convey the same idea. So it is tautology. The beetle stared at her friend's head and wished that she herself was dead. She mixed her tears with his dark blood and cloaked his face with clods of mud. She swore that till her dying breath she would avenge his cruel death, that she would make the eagle pay for what she had performed today. What did the beetle do? The beetle stared at her friend's head, hare's head, and she wished that in place of the hare, the eagle should have taken her away. She mixed her tears with his blood and covered his face with the mud. Then she promised that till death she will what she will do? She will try to take the revenge of this death, cruel death, and then she would make the eagle pay for it. Let's have the literary devices. Rhyme scheme, rhyming couplets. So A A B B C C, rhyming words: head, dead, blood, mud, breath, death, pay, today, figures of speech, and cloaked his face with clods of mud. So what do you find? Alliteration. The sound k is repeated. Okay, cloaked, clod. So k sound is repeated. Then cruel death, transferred epithet. Adjective cruel is transferred from eagle to death. Next day she slowly tracked the trail from drop of blood to tuft of tail, till high up on a mountain crest she found the huge unguarded nest. And at the hour that yesterday the bird had plunged towards her prey, the beetle with her 6 short legs rolled out the mighty eagle's eggs. What did the beetle do? The beetle slowly tracked the trail. That means followed the drops of the blood and the pieces of tail which were fallen. Okay, and where she reached? To the mountain top, and then she found the nest which was unguarded, the huge nest, eagle's nest. Eagle was not there. And that time yesterday, when the eagle had taken her friend, same time what she did? With her short legs, by and by she pushed the mighty huge eggs of the eagle. She pushed out of the eagle's nest. She left at once, but she could hear the eagle's screams of pain and fear. When later she returned and found the broken eggshells on the ground. What did the beetle do after taking revenge? She quickly left that place. But she heard the eagle screaming with pain and fear. When the eagle saw the broken eggs on the ground, the eagle started screaming. So what do we find? The beetle has avenged the cruel death of her friend. Now let's see the literary devices. Rhyme scheme, the same way. A A B B C C. Rhyming words: trail, tail, crest, nest, yesterday, prey, legs, eggs, here, fear, found, ground. Now the figures of speech. Next day, she slowly tracked the trail from drop of blood to tuft of tail. Alliteration. The sound of the letter S and T is repeated. So that is S sound and T sound is repeated. She left at once, but she could hear. Here, repetition is there. What is that? The word she is repeated. With this, children, I end today's session here. I hope you have understood whatever is discussed today. At the end of the video, there will be a link. You have to click on the link and submit your answers. Take care, children. Goodbye.